is fan mail. It's not every day that I get packages from you guys, and I'm super excited about it. So if you guys saw my last video, I jumped in the water with my GoPro and it took a shit. There was a crack in it somewhere and now there's water in it and it's broken. So one of my new favorite YouTube fans sent me GoPro 9, baby. Woo. Yo, big shout outs to Amanda. Thank you so goddamn much. Let's all show Amanda some love in the comments. That girl's amazing. She's keeping this channel going, because without her, I'd have no GoPro. So thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. Anytime you come to Costa Rica, I got you. Woo! All right, we're GoPro'd up. How do I look? Amazing? I know. All right, so today I want to talk to you about how I make it in Costa Rica for under $800 a month. Woo! This is a good one. Stay tuned. All right, so straight off the bat, we're talking cheap rent, man. Cheap rent. If you guys have been following me for any length of time, then you know that I only pay $200 a month. It's cheap. It's down past the boom, you know, so it's not right next to the beach. It's not close to all the amenities and all that stuff in Costa Rica, but I'm not far and it's cheap. Also, I have realistic expectations. You know, I'm not out here thinking some crazy stuff. I know what I can handle. I know what I can do out here, and I know where my limit is. Heard so many stories of people that come here with these crazy ideas. This one kid come here and went to his friend's dad's plot, which was not his. He started digging a hole in the whole plot. The whole plot was a big hole that he dug by hand with a shovel. And his plan was to make a water wheel that would run his electricity, because there's no power or anything up there. It was just literally a flat piece of clay land. And he was going to make a water wheel to pay for his electricity, to make his electricity run. And I told him that there's only 6 months of rain in this place, so what are you gonna do for the other 6 months? And he said, oh, hopefully I'll have enough water to sustain. And I was like, bro, you have no idea what you're doing here. You have no clue. You've never been here before. This isn't a good idea. He didn't want to listen to me. Lo and behold, 2 months later, he was shipped off, couldn't do it, couldn't make it. I heard another girl, she was contacting me, asking me if there's a way she could come here with 1,500 bucks and live by a river and, you know, sell eggs and raise chickens. I was like, girl, please don't do that, man. Please don't. You're just gonna, you're not gonna make it. That's not gonna work. So just having realistic expectations is a big plus. Be realistic, man. Be realistic. Another big one for me was having patience, because if you don't have patience, you're gonna get frustrated and you're gonna leave before you get to that point that you know you can get to. It took me 3 years. It didn't happen in one night. So if you have realistic goals and you have patience, you should know whether you'll be able to make it or not. Woo! Because it's totally, completely on you. Some people can, some people can't. Beautiful day. Right there is the whale's tail, but it's too high tide. You can't see it. I think this one goes kind of without saying, but you need to be a minimalist. And I don't mean like, all right, I'll move to Costa Rica and then I'll become a minimalist. I mean, like, you have to have that shit embedded in your body. Like, you gotta really just always live with that mindset. You know, I worked for the cable company when I was younger, and ever since I left that place, I never bought cable again. I stopped watching TV because I realized everything I want to watch is online. So I just use my computer for everything I ever wanted to watch it, like, from that point on. So, like, stuff like that where it's just like, you gotta give up all your stuff. You know, if you got, you know, this beautiful, you know, China dinner set at home that you can't imagine getting rid of, well, what's gonna happen when it's time to move to Costa Rica? Don't bring that shit here. So you gotta like truly in your DNA be a minimalist and really not really need much, you know? I mean, granted, video work and stuff is my money maker, so I need things like cameras and I need, you know, fast computers, but besides that, all I need is my surfboard. It's nice to be at the beach. This GoPro is beautiful. Can't wait to check out this footage, see what it all looks like. Beautiful. I got here and it took me 6 months to get my first job. So that says how much I was really starting from the ground up. So when you're starting a business from the ground up, it's not easy, you know. So, you know, one thing I want to tell you guys is that, you know, another way I do what I do here is by having long-term goals, not short-term goals. So like, I haven't really seen much of Costa Rica yet, but that's okay, because I know I'm going to. I'm gonna be here for all my life. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not, you know, stressing that I haven't gone farther than Jaco, really. You know, like, it's okay. I'll get there. For now, I'll just enjoy this. This is beautiful. This is fine for me. I can deal with this, you know? So for a couple years, I'm gonna grind out. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna make some money. And then one day, travel time comes, you know? Have patience and have long-term goals, not short-term goals. Because short-term goals, you're gonna spend all your money and then you're out of here. No more. So think long-term. Some of you guys know that buoy. I love that thing for pictures. It's great. This is one of my favorite spots right here. How the palm trees come over the ocean like that. So beautiful. This is amazing, man. I love this camera. So this GoPro is not fully charged. We got I think like 4%, 5% left. So I'm gonna leave you with the last tip, which is obviously food. Now I'm not gonna go into like a whole breakdown of what I eat and how much it costs. It took me 3 years to get to a point where I'm eating kind of cheap. Food is very expensive in Costa Rica. You can ask anyone and they will all tell you that's pretty much what they spend the most money on, is food. But in time you figure out, you know, like I could get a chicken for like $3.75. So I get 2 or 3 chickens, I chop them up, I freeze them. Now I got lunch and dinner, you know, for the next couple days. So, you know, it gets boring. It does. I'm not saying that, you know, you're gonna have an amazing cuisine every night. But there's a way to do it cheap. It gets repetitive, it gets boring, but you can mix it up. Like for instance, like one of my go-tos for a while was pasta and sausage. So I get a bag of pasta for like $1 and then I get a thing of sausage for like $1. So like $2. I make that for lunch, and then there's enough to eat for dinner. So like I just ate all day for like $3. You know what I mean? Pelicans everywhere out here today. This is awesome. So So like things like that where, you know, like for instance, a dinner I like to have all the time is like a baked potato with a can of tuna on it. It's like a $3 meal. It fills you up, it's good, and it's cheap. So things like that, man, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be quick. You're not gonna do it overnight, but have patience. Really start paying attention to how much spending you're doing, and don't think you're gonna come here, you know, right off the bat and just start living for $800 a month. Really, don't think that's gonna happen. I would say you're gonna start off with like $1,500 a month, $1,200 a month, and then you're going to be able to go down from that point and start, you know, really dialing in your spending and everything else. Also, it helps when you're single. Obviously, 2 people, 2 mouths to feed. So when you're single, it doesn't really matter if you eat leftovers. You could eat the same thing for 4 nights in a row. If you could do it, you can do it. But, you know, obviously you got a girlfriend or something, she ain't gonna put up with that. So just think about it, be smart. Don't come here with $800 a month and plan. Don't do it, because it's not gonna work. You're not gonna find rent right away for $200 a month like I did. If realistically, again, being realistic, you're gonna come here, you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna start off kind of expensive. You'll talk to people, you'll find cheaper rent, and then from that point, then you can start dialing in your spending and your money, you know, your eating and all that stuff. Well, the GoPro didn't have enough juice to make it through the end of the segment, so, but it only had 20%, so what do you expect? So we're talking about $800 a month. My rent's $200 a month. I don't have a car. I'm single. It's easy to get wrapped up in the Costa Rica so expensive shit, but if you really, you get down in the nitty gritty and you really pay attention to what you're spending, it's really not that bad. So pay attention to all the shit that you're eating, pay attention to what you're spending, and you could really live it. Like $1,000 a month is easy here. I'm making it on 800, so if you think about a single man, like being single is really where it's at, because you got 2 people, you're feeding 2 people, so you could really do this so cheap. You go out to restaurants like this, you're gonna pay. Shit's expensive. So Costa Rica, the food is expensive here, but it's easy to eat cheap. You don't have to be on rice and beans, and yeah, you know, just pay attention. If you want to do this the right way, you gotta, you know, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Get out of that mindset and just try to live cheap, man. Hey there, horsey. What's up, buddy? Oh, you're sweet. Pretty horse. Look at that blue eye. You are pretty, man. Guys, I apologize. You know, with the beach and everything else, I guess I completely forgot to even mention my utilities. My bad. So my actual dollar amount for my rent is $183. Then my Wi-Fi is $40. My water is like $3, and my electric is around 20 bucks. So really you're looking at about like $250 a month for rent, and then again you just add some cheap food to that. That's about it, man. I mean, what else am I spending money on except for beer? So somebody gave me the idea of doing the $1,000 a month in Costa Rica, and I told them, I was like, dude, if somebody gave me $1,000, I don't know what I would do with all that money. I would literally spend a ton of it on beer, because I don't spend that much. So when people ask, can you do it under $1,000, the answer is yes, and I do it at 8. And it's not every month, you know, some months things happen, you know, but for the most part, I could do it all day long at this point. This is what I do. It's easy for me now. As long as my rent stays cheap, I could eat cheap. So if you got any questions on how I eat and you want a little more of a breakdown, I can do that. Maybe I'll make a whole video on that, but you guys let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that shit. I got all these people, they're looking at me because I'm vlogging. I'm a vlogger, bitch, what's up? I'm crossing. All right. All right, guys, I'm running out of battery here. I'm running out of memory. I'm running out of everything. So I gotta get home, charge my shit. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.